Hi everyone, Dr. Michele here to welcome you to the Body Wisdom with Dr. Michele podcast. And today I have a special episode for you. It's my first solo episode where I'm not interviewing a guest, it's just me, and I'm going to be talking to you about my experience with detoxing and how I lost 30 pounds in a year. Hi everybody. My name is Dr. Michele Summers Cologne, and I am a physician and surgeon as well as a yoga health coach. I work mostly with diabetic patients to help them lose weight, eat right for their body, and reverse their diabetes. So I think this information will be really helpful for them, and hopefully they listen. And today I'm going to talk to you about the Yogidetox and my personal experience with it, because in just over a year, I've lost 30 pounds. And I'm really proud of that because I'm 49 years old. Well, next month I'll be 49 years old. And so many of my friends and colleagues that are in my age group between 45 and 50 or older have a mindset that we just gain weight with age. It's a normal part of aging. This is just the way it is as you get older. And they kind of accept the fact that they're gaining weight every year and don't really think about doing anything about it or think that they can change. And I just want to prove to everybody that when you're 49 or 50 or older, it doesn't mean that you have to gain weight every year. You can actually lose weight every year if you're doing things like this. And it's something that I've been doing seasonally, at least twice a year. But last year I did it 4 times a year because I just really felt like I needed it. My body needed it. And it's really given me so much more energy. My body feels so much more lighter and fit. It feels more like myself, like my 20 and 30-year-old self. And that's the feeling that I want to have. And going into my 50s, I want to feel this way all the time. So this is something that I'll be continuing to do, whether I do it twice a year with the group or whether I do it 4 times a year on my own. Either way, it works. And I'll be sharing with you my results in a few minutes, but I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what the Yogidetox is for me and why I think that it works. So when you hear the word detox, a lot of people think of, commercial detox that people are selling, like supplements or special powders or shakes that you have to buy. And this is not what we're talking about. We are all yogis pretty much in this group that are teaching people how to do this detox, and we really don't rely on those types of things. We rely on whole foods, we rely on organic produce, we rely on eating vegetables out of our own gardens, and when we enter the detox mode, it's really like taking a time out. It's like a rest, a relaxation, a slowing down, a reset of our body. And really, we want to simplify our life when we do this detox. So the detox usually goes for about 3 weeks. Sometimes people do it for 2 weeks. There's been other people that do it for longer. Every time that I've done it for 3 weeks, except once when I was just really busy at work and I just didn't feel like I had the time to devote to it. So I did it that time for 2 weeks. And so the results that I had when I did it, the first time I did it, I lost 12 pounds in 3 weeks. And I pretty much kept all of that weight off. And that's why it's worked so great for me, because when I did the detox, I changed some of my habits, like going to bed earlier and waking up at a different hour and taking time out to meditate and say no to things that didn't serve me and things that weren't really in my best interests. I know a lot of women, we say yes to a lot of things, and we might be people pleasers, caretakers, and when our friends or our family ask us to do things, a lot of times we say yes when we probably shouldn't say yes to everything because we need to take care of ourselves, and sometimes that means we need some downtime, we need time for self-care. And so that was one of the really big things I got out of the Yogidetox the first time I did it, was learning to say no more often. And there's a polite way to say it, you know? And sometimes it just has to be a firm no. But that's one of the things that really helped me get some of my time back, where I was probably devoting too much time to other people's ideas or events or agendas and not enough time to myself. So, like I said, the first time I did the detox, I lost 12 pounds. The second time I did the detox, I lost 6 pounds. So, just with the first two times in the first year, that was 18 pounds. Now, the third time I did it, that's the time that I did it only for 2 weeks, and I lost 4 pounds. And I was perfectly happy with that. Like I said, I was really busy during that time. I didn't really have the time to devote to my meditation and everything that goes along with it. So I was really happy with those results. And then the last time I did it, I lost 8 pounds. So if you add all that up, that's 30 pounds. And that was in a total of 15 months. Now, one of the good things about this detox that I was saying is that over time, I've kept all of that weight off. So when people sometimes go on diets or different types of weight loss plans, they gain the weight right back. And that's really common, especially when people are yo-yo dieting or doing the latest fad. And I can tell you from experience, this is not a fad. Kate has been leading this detox for over 16 years. She leads this group twice a year, and hundreds of us do it together as a group, which really helps because when you have that group component, everyone's there to, support each other and just really help each other out whenever someone's struggling. And so this is not something that is just, popular this year. This is a really been proven to be effective. And the reason that it's been effective for me, and I've been able to keep that weight off and none of the weight has come back, after every time that I've done it, is because when you change your habits, like going to bed earlier and eating your dinner earlier and changing some of the foods that you eat and trying out new recipes that you didn't try before that are better than what you've been eating, and you like those recipes, so you keep eating those foods. When you do things like that, and when the detox is over, you continue to do some of those habits and they become incorporated into your life, the weight doesn't come back on because you're not going back to your old habits. So it's really important when you start a program like this, a detox, is to get really clear on your vision, get really clear on your why. Why are you doing the detox? Is it because you want to lose weight, or is it because you need some rest and relaxation that you're not giving yourself time for? So writing some of those down, that really helps to clarify it. There are some people that need to gain weight because maybe they have an autoimmune disease and they're not able to digest their food properly. And so that could be one of the things they need to do. And so when they do the detox, they're going to eat different types of foods than someone that wants to lose weight. So just being really clear on your vision and writing that down, keeping that front and center. Breaking that down into small habits, that really helps too. So for example, if I know that I want to lose 10 pounds the next time I do this, well, that's not really my goal, but I'm just using this as an example. What are some of the habits that I'm going to have to incorporate during my detox to make sure that I lose those 10 pounds? Do I need to add some more exercise, or do I have to change my exercise routine a little? Do I need to meditate every day? Do I need to drink more water? Do I need to eat more soups or more juices instead of some solid foods? So just really getting clear on some of the habits that I might need to change to reach that goal. And another thing that we do is creating a sacred space. So having a sacred space to visit every day where you can sit down, where you can do your journaling, where you can meditate. These are all things that we do during the detox. So that's kind of an overview. Obviously, the foods are a really important part of the detox because we're going to be changing what we're eating. And some of the things that we do is we incorporate more liquidy foods into our diet. So instead of eating eggs and toast for breakfast, we're going to be having juices and smoothies. Instead of eating a really heavy lunch, we're going to have salads. Instead of eating a heavy dinner, we're going to have soups and stews, things like that. So when a lot of people hear the word detox, they think it's going to be completely a fluid diet, completely liquid, and it can be. There's some people that do that, but it doesn't have to be. And that's one of the things that when I talk to my clients and my students and my patients about adding a detox into their life, I let them know that right up front and center. Like, it doesn't have to be an all liquid diet, so I don't want you to get scared. When I do the detox, I don't do a completely liquid diet. I mostly have soups and stews for dinner and lunch. Sometimes I have some salads. Sometimes I have khichdi, which is an Indian dish, like a rice type of dish. And in the mornings, I have juices and smoothies. And that's pretty much what I have every time on the detox. So it's all natural foods. There's nothing special to buy. And people like that too, because people don't want to waste their money on a lot of expensive supplements and powders and all of that kind of stuff that you see being sold all the time. This is whole foods, natural foods, and it makes you feel so good and so nourished. And that's really what we want. And especially right now, as the fall season is starting, we really need to take the season into account. And in the fall, things are cooling down and we really want to feel nourished. We want to feel warm. And so soups and stews are the perfect thing to start incorporating into your diet right now, especially if you do decide to do a detox. So I think that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys today. Just reminding people that, getting older doesn't mean you have to gain weight. And anyone can incorporate a detox into their daily life. You can do it a couple times a year. You can do it as many times a year as you want. And just remember that you do need to set aside a little bit of time to do it. And most of us need to set aside a little bit of time to slow down anyway, because we're so busy all the time. So if you can just remember that going into it, you're going to be super successful. And if you have a posse, a tribe, a group of people to do it with, and a leader, someone that can help you, someone like Kate or one of the other yoga health coaches that have been doing it for years and years and know what it takes to support a group of people, you're going to be super successful. So I hope some of you guys join the Yogidetox this year, and I hope that my diabetic patients are listening to this and it's safe for diabetics too. And if you have any questions about that, you can always reach me personally, and you can find me at my website, drmichele.com. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode on seasonal detoxes. Today's podcast was brought to you by the Body Wisdom 10-week coaching program. For more information, head on over to my website, drmichele.com. And stay tuned next week when I interview Lenny Gale from No Yoke on the hidden benefits of blending.